It's the beginning of another weekend. Welcome to the show. I am Mariah Afolabi Brown. As always, I have my lovely co-host. Hi, ladies.
Good morning.
Hi. It's Friday.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm singing for
Okay,
you.
they're
Yeah.
singing.
I'm not a singer.
How you doing?
I'm a dancer.
And I know that song.
Yes,
Elijah cannot be singing.
Elijah cannot be singing.
The sacrifice we make.
How you doing, Tokwe? Plans for the weekend?
I'm traveling to Owo right after the show. This
What's going on now?
But don't go and break down.
I'm telling you, there's a I have a makeup job to go and do in Owo. There's a burial, and one of my old-time customers booked a group of people for me, and she just called me, gave me the date. I was still in the US. I said I'll be back, and I've been complaining that I haven't done as much makeup jobs as I used to. I've been busy, but not in terms of makeup personally. The studio is running, but so this just came out of the bloom, and it was conveniently timed to when I'm back. So I know God's hand is all over this.
Remember to rest.
I will.
I'm sure
I will.
On Monday next week.
No, but I will sleep because it's just I'm working only on Saturday, and I'll have a room, so I'll rest. I'll
I like
sleep.
this kind of problem, you know, that you just have too much work and you're looking for time to rest. It's just a very nice problem to have.
I'm waiting for the end of the year testimony. Like,
Honestly.
I'm waiting for
this year is like,
December has
you have kind of December. This January, you've been loaded to January. We're waiting for your video because we know you guys just got lots of stories to tell us. Hi, Nima. Any plans for the weekend?
Today is the beginning of the siblings fair.
Awesome.
Okay.
How
Tell
often
you.
do you guys do it?
Once a year.
It feels like you just did the last one.
No, once a year. So we're doing this one this year at the Emmy Berry again. But this morning, I had a domestic accident because my son was pulling me from the kitchen while I was making breakfast for him. I felt very unappreciated because everybody just continued like nothing happened. Even my husband just continued. My daughter kept shouting, "Mommy, come." I felt like that till I got in the car. I have this habit for the past 5 years I've been on the show. I don't drive through my O2 without picking up military officers, going to Oshodi, going to their military bases. So I always carry them. And this morning, one of them just decided to start a prayer in the car saying, "Madam, you don't know what you do for us. And this is your car.
That's nice.
It will grow." In fact, I don't felt so appreciated again. Finally.
That's fantastic.
Because the guy has no idea at all how I felt this
We
morning.
want to give a shout out
Yes.
to Mariam's mom.
Yes, so
She sent out scarves.
I'm going there now. You're rushing.
No, because you're taking a very long time with this matter.
Nah, I'm not seeing
You
the
know,
time.
look
But
at the
Topper's
screen.
head is in the way.
And she sent us snacks. Lots and
Loads
loads of
of
snacks.
Hausa
but it's not
snacks.
kids.
But Mariah, this is how I
Sugar.
started the hijab actually. So the scarf she gave me is the type of hijab I started with over 20 years ago. Thank you, ma. Very, very much for taking me back.
The yellow looks so
memory
lovely
lane.
on you.
Yes, I look for
was trying to
something
find a way
like
to
that.
wear
Just Nima doesn't think she's the only one. She gave all of us.
I'm getting all their scarves. They don't know how to use scarf.
And the snacks.
YK and Jumoke, your scarf is
So
in
she
the car.
sent alkaki, she sent guliswa, she
Wait, let
sent...
her say it. Auntie.
Let me
Say
say,
all
she
of
said alkaki, guliswa, kwakumeti, she sent kilishi,
What are
and then
those?
she sent the kilishi
Kwakumeti.
like different flavors.
Are you
If
kidding?
oh yeah.
Oh my
so
What's
like
kwakumeti?
kwakumeti
Sounds
is
Italian.
coconut candy.
So she's calling all of them
In Hausa, in the proper-
But it's good because
so we
when I
know.
saw the pictures, I felt that I grew up eating these things. We bought them on the streets, but we don't see them anymore because we have not found value in our local sweets and candies.
Yes, that's true.
And they're nice.
That's
And
true.
package them. Maybe we'll be sending them from other
Well, we
packages.
package it, we
Sneakers and all
package
those
it.
stuff, but the
Package
package
and
is
sell.
good.
Package.
But it's all sugar though. Sugar.
It's not sugar.
Oh.
Coconut.
The last 1 week, I've been eating in like a house. Like, my appetite just tripled.
Last lap, yeah.
This is my last lap. I've been like, honestly, I'll eat eba like this, and it's be as if I didn't eat anything. I'll have to go and eat like,
I'm never getting pregnant again, honestly.
the way I've been eating is the last.
You dare not get pregnant.
And I just
And it's triplets.
If she tries it, she's getting triplets.
every night I just like, God, please, man, this baby should just come out. Man. Let's
It's in the ban on my own pregnancies.
lift in the van.
You're joking.
I lift in the van. Oh, wow.
My husband is the one that is scared.
Please, you people just
I'm
stay
not
far
envious
away
of
from
them.
me.
I think I have 5 pregnant women around me and he's just giving me...
Catch it.
No. I'm very serious. Please don't
then you keep
play
We're
it.
going to go on a break. When we come back, review the front pages of the newspaper. Stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, we're going to start with the Punch. PDP kicks as federal government cautions U.S. against granting Atiku visa. Picture here, suspected kidnappers and robbers terrorizing motorist residents of Niger and Kaduna. Ogun rape. Police arraign suspect's mother, one other after punch report. Fayemi closes defense as tribunal adjourns. Generator fumes kill 3 family members in Oshogbo. Courts can't compel us to prosecute Fani Kayode, Abaribe, others for Kanu's escape. As a Man United fan, I'm envious of Chelsea, says Tinubu. From palaces to shanties, how headsmen crisis turned kings to refugees. Kano federal lawmakers back Ganduje despite bribery allegations. Okay, let's start as usual with the human interest stories here.
Mary Samuel, it's a
Generator
police,
fumes.
Yes,
Like,
Mary Samuel, she's
know.
a police sergeant. Sadly, she was found dead in her home, and her granddaughter was in the house as well, a 4-month-old baby who is the only one, and one other daughter that survived, but she died and another child died. Of course, there were stories that maybe it was what they ate, but someone anonymously said that they found her with torch, like going, as if she was going to the kitchen where the generator was over the night. Her husband is a police officer as well. Really, really sad. I mean, we talk about this all the time, I know, here and everywhere, about stop putting your generators in your home, inside the house.
Inside the house.
Quickly,
Even you shouldn't
Mariah.
let the fumes face any window that could bring the
It
fumes
must
into
be
the house.
where
Be inside the house.
the house should be properly ventilated when
Yes,
you have
Nima.
a gen. This rape story. So the follow-up story of the girl, the 13-year-old virgin that we took on papers, the police finally charged the mother of one of the accused to court. That was the only person they could find, and I don't want to believe. I find it difficult to believe because one Mrs. Ogundipe, one of the police, investigating police officer in charge of the matter, who said, I don't want to have anything to do with this case. As these claims have been denied, but it seems that's the way it is because she was the investigating police officer and she said, I don't want to have anything to do with this case. These boys are notorious. One of them just got back from the prisons and now we're only able to charge the mother of one of the accused to court. We cannot find any of the boys to charge.
We need
close-knit case. It wasn't even properly done. And like I said, a rape kit should have been given to the girl at the police station. They didn't do that. We're losing evidence and we're not finding any of the accused.
Fortunately, we have to
Very
move on
painful.
to the nation. Boko Haram, Buhari, other leaders draw new war plan, actually. Nigeria rallies Cameroon, Chad, Niger against insurgents. U.S. orders fighter jets for Nigeria. PDP kicks as federal government advises U.S. against a visa for Atiku. No buyers as Naira drops to 370 to the dollar. Yellow fever alerts in Ondo. And Army Rivers clash over militia training camp.
The hottest story right now is the Atiku getting confirmation to come and pick up a visa to go to the US.
No, he didn't get a confirmation. He came about biometrics, though.
But they said they invited. What I read in Vanguard was that the minister, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, is saying that we are unperturbed by the claims that the US is calling Atiku to come and get his visa, which has been denied over a long period of time, saying that we cannot forget, Nigerians will not forget the allegations and the findings from the US Congress that made him get denied, that a lot of legal transactions that Atiku was involved in. And that was why it was denied. So Nigerians shouldn't believe that Atiku getting the visa means that they are supporting or the US is endorsing
yes, they were trying
him.
to even warn the US that they should, by giving him a visa, might
You are-
seem
if-
like
yes,
you're
you are
endorsing him.
endorsing him.
So,
He said, we don't have a problem with it, but we have a problem with the timing.
Yeah.
And then the US should be cautioned about the timing, in order not to seem like endorsing a particular candidate. That's where I have a problem. I think this shows some kind of insecurity. We should have stayed off this issue. He gets a visa, that doesn't change the price of crude oil. It doesn't do anything
but there's a
particular.
case there,
Another
Nima.
thing he
This
mentioned.
is a sovereign nation. They should do what they want, what they do with their diplomatic
Another thing
rules.
the minister
in their
mentioned that I
country.
wanted us to touch on is that there are a lot of accusation by IPOB that the presidency, the person in the presidency is not the president, and that there's a fake. No, but we need to mention
He
it.
even give that thing a real.
Yes,
But
we
we
don't
need
want
to
to
mention
give
it
it
because the
like-
minister is speaking on that
Right.
that is false,
Right.
and that they have no proof of it. They're just raising speculation to
just-
cause
yeah.
discomfort within people.
Yeah.
And some people gullibly believe it. I'm telling you, Murayo.
But,
I
but
totally
that's the
agree. My
power.
mother believed it initially.
Yeah, but that's
Can
the
you
power
imagine?
of fake news, really. So
Yes.
it's important that we should say.
One year, don't put it. I'm like,
That is
"Oh,
very
please,
strong,
please don't
but-
even go there. Don't even make any sense. All right, let's move on now to New Telegraph. Lots of human interest stories here. 2019 APC governors, loyalists, legislators dump party. Lots of the camping and transferring and
Same.
interesting. Gloomy Xmas, how pastor swindled Nigerians via new MMM. I can't trust any man of God again, says victim. Activists sue FIRS over articles tax receipts. Mob kills policeman for shooting LASMA official. Owl invades Akwa Ibom Assembly, scares lawmakers erroneous. Naira slumps to 370 naira to the dollar. So they ran away. Nobody has that story. The owl.
Erongbe entered the National Assembly and everybody ran away.
They ran away.
Bushmeat, Erongbe. That's
It's owl now. It's not bushmeat.
It's bush, it's the same thing.
Oh, is it an owl?
An owl, yeah.
An owl, a bird, entered the National Assembly and everybody went, hey.
No, we are afraid that this is Nigeria.
I thought it was Air Force. It was
No, witches and wizards.
I thought it was Air Force. Please. Okay, let's talk about this.
The LASMA.
LASMA. Oh, very sad story.
Very sad.
I think we've been following the story. LASMA official was doing his job and stopped Federal SARS
Police officer.
who around Iyano Okpaja. He contravened the traffic law. He stopped him. He got into an argument. SARS was saying, "You dare not stop me," you know, and it ended with him taking his gun and shooting the LASMA official in the head.
Good news.
Of course, the mob, the people around, so he was bitten. And it was reported that he has died. That's the SARS official has died. And the police commissioner, the police commissioner Imohime Edgar is saying that there's going to be a posthumous trial, and he will be dismissed as well.
So he loses his benefits and all that. That's the good part of it, because I would have thought this was a lost cause. But
I really wish he didn't die, because I feel that we shouldn't. I know that mob actions, it's out of anger. Yeah. I wish he faced the, he went to court, he was dismissed, he faced that.
The insensitive way with which he shot at that national official in the head.
There must be visible punishment.
It would have provoked anger in people.
But we have another
Let's talk about the gloomy Christmas.
Yeah. Mrs.
This
Jimo.
pastor is on again. See, people are just using pastor anyhow. This is not a pastor.
No, but he has a church in Ibadan. He has a church. His name is Pastor Kayode Samuel. He has a church in Ibadan. He introduced people to a new, like an MMM Ponzi scheme. It's called D9 Club. And they collect money from people, promising them like a × 3. Like this woman invested ₦1 million and was supposed to get 3 million naira from it. So she was supposed to use that money for her surgery. She was supposed to go to India for his surgery, and she was not asking the man for the money, that she wants to travel, she needs to do her surgery, at 1 million naira gone. She said she will never trust the pastor again. The pastor used a radio show. There were over 200 people that came in through this pastor into the scheme. The pastor said that he felt it was a genuine scheme, and that he felt the person that created it died. And so all the money is gone.
Okay, so this is not his own scheme.
No, he didn't create it. He was just putting people into it.
Okay, moving on now to Vanguard. Confusion in Amosun Okorocha's camps. I am not leaving APC. Buhari is my candidate, says Okorocha. Defections round Ogunpe APC as Gbajabiamila protests. Picture here are president and other leaders, Lake Chad Basin Security Summit. Boko Haram was still under siege, Shehu of Borno tells Buhari. Buhari APC unperturbed by U.S. plan to restore Atiku's visa. Let's see, what else? 2019, sign Electoral Act amendment now, Atiku tells Buhari. Akpabio speaker bicker over the alleged assassination plot, that's the Akwa Ibom Assembly crisis. And finally, killing of Delso student, Yahoo Plus ringleader slumps and dies. And Nigeria to overtake India as world capital for under 5 deaths, says World Bank. I read that article. And it says that India has almost 1 billion under 5-year-old deaths, and Nigeria has over 700,000 under 5-year-old death due to malaria.
Yeah.
And 90% of that number is from the north.
Yeah.
So obviously, they're saying that by 2021, we're likely to be the #1 country to have...
Same way we're likely to be #1 in terms of poverty too. So the issues are pretty linked, because malaria is preventable and it is curable. So the deaths are actually, it's just mismanagement of...
No, but it could also be due to the insurgencies that we have. So we have people in the camps, IDP camps, no proper, No,
but the IDP camps are
but there are people are out on the roads, from the north, so that would show you that it's closely linked
to even if you had a malaria case of a child under 5 at home, because of the insecurity, you can't travel to the hospital.
Okay, we have to run off. Unfortunately, we can't take any more stories. But I think that our president is having meetings with the other world leaders in our neighbor Cameroon, the Chad, at least to get a lasting solution to this issue of Boko Haram, because it's getting really, really crazy. And the civil society is asking the president to actually sack all the service chiefs.
I don't think they need to ask him. I think it's something he should have done.
Well, people are...
It would have been nice for us to wake up and hear that they were all been sent away, you know. Everybody would have sent a strong message.
The same thing.
Yes.
So we are the federal government should take seriously. All right, let's go on a break. It's Friday. We're relaxing. We're not taking anything serious right now. When we come back, what are those things that make you insecure in a relationship? And later, our celebrity guest takes the couch. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Yes, so thanks for staying with us. Feeling insecure can be a really strain on a woman. So we're going to be discussing today, what are those things that make you feel insecure in your marriage? Let's share your views, and you share our views with us, and let us see how we can help each other. You can call us on 070-806-6814. You could also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. You see, this issue of insecurity...
Marriage alone, because we're all married. There are single people out there that are insecure too.
That's true. So they are insecure people in their relationships. But this insecure thing, I think, is more of us. Us, not so much of the person, the spouse, or the relationship, or the man in the relationship, or the partner. It's more of you as a person having that insecurity in every area. Because I was just doing earlier in the makeup room. I said this thing, I was going to kill me. I hope he's not watching today.
They will tell him.
It's today. I know those monetary spirits will go and tell him. But recently he had to go shopping, and for his organization, I won't say anything else. It's for his organization. And he went out with the lady for a whole day, and they went shopping together to go and buy the stuff, you know. And he told me, we're not done, we're going to go on Monday again. I'm wondering, 2 days back to back, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I'm wondering, what are you people discussing in the car? What are you people gisting about? Because my husband loves gist. That is his own weak point. Once he says a gisting partner, he can gist till tomorrow. So I just want to, those are little things, but it's not because anything happened. It's just that the fact that as a woman,
there's someone else that has
I'm thinking back to like what is going on. So those kind of things can make a woman feel insecure.
Does it matter also how the person looks? Are there like some people that when you
very hot? Oh, this person was. Even me, I know the person is very hot.
So for me, when it comes to insecurity, I wasn't conscious of my body before marriage. I felt I looked good, but I wasn't into, a slayer, fine girl kind of thing. So, and I took pictures of my pregnancy, and my first pregnancy was twins. So I was like, my stomach is not big, So I was taking pictures all through. By the time I gave birth, I had stretch marks all over my stomach.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't have stretch mark at all before. It was a major insecurity for me. Like, I didn't want to see myself naked. I was always covering, and I just couldn't imagine, you're still young, but these children, they've just scattered your body. You are no longer a babe. And it was a major insecurity for me. And it took a lot for my husband to get me to start feeling like, I don't even see this stretch. I didn't tell him for a long time. But he just realized that I was more, so I'll now go and look at the pictures of my pregnancy before, when I was just like 13 weeks. I was like, Tokwe, you used to be very fine, no? You didn't have any stretch marks, see your stomach, very flat, and it was a struggle. Sometimes I still think that, I still go through that struggle, like, you cannot even wear some things, like, but...
We just our own enemies, like...
But you see, the thing is, it was the day I opened up to my husband that I realized he wasn't seeing it. He didn't understand, like, he didn't see the stretch. Like, what are you saying? So I think that most of the time we're looking at ourselves and seeing a picture that is not real. And so we think everybody is seeing that picture, but what they're seeing is different.
Okay, let me come to you, because I know growing up for me, I had serious insecurities.
Oh, my own were too many.
I was the only child of my mom that was around. All my brothers had left. So I was almost like an only child. And I had my half-sister, my half-brothers, and they used to, oh my goodness, when I say bully, like, I was called all sorts of names that still rings in my head to today. I see myself through how they see me. I have never seen myself for who I am. I just used to see myself exactly how they should describe me. I didn't know how to dance. I had bow legs. So all those things were just crazy. So all that made me into who I am today, where I'm constantly feeling like, am I enough? Am I enough? Am I enough? Let me come to Nima. Let me hear your thoughts
Yeah,
on
I'm
this.
over enough. Oh.
I don't know.
I did a
Very good job with her confidence.
So I have 4 sisters, and amongst my sisters, I'm the one with the lowest hair. I didn't have long hair. They had fair skin. I was the darkest. My father just took me one day and said, stay in front of the mirror, look at yourself. You're beautiful. My dad.
Imagine, as in, that's so
Do you know
beautiful.
that the confidence level went from like 10 to 100? You are now toasting me at 16. Excuse me, I just looked into the mirror this morning. It was to the point of arrogance that guys were like, don't get too proud, just leave her. They didn't know that my father had done a repair work that was too much.
That's so
And that's
beautiful.
something that, I'll let you go, I'll let you go. That's what, I think, was it Praise or Larry? One of them told us, listen, be the one to define to your children who they are from day one, because if they get that definition outside, that's going to stick over what you're going to tell
That was the
them.
message I listened to this morning. I listened to Joel Osteen every morning, and immediately I was hearing it. I just gave it to my husband that this is for you. It was talking about the role of a man, how many people live their lives, the role of a father, that many people live their lives trying to please their father, that daddy, have I made you proud? Daddy, have I made you proud? And even up till old age, they're still hoping to live up to that image, that a father should never leave the point of blessing. And blessing is not giving money. Blessing is building your child's self-esteem to the point where, regardless of whatever they say outside, and it's not the role of a woman, it's the role of a man. It's the father's job.
So growing up like that, that's how I've always felt. Being married, I've never felt like I'm not enough. I've always said, I'm too much for you. But the problem is my husband doesn't communicate. So I see couples talking, and my husband, I'm just guessing what he's thinking. He'll be like, I told you already. I'm still guessing what you're even thinking. Talk less of, when did you tell me? That, for me, is a major problem. When I see him on the phone with a person talking for an hour, I don't care who the person is.
Yeah, but it's just
even if it's a family member, I do not care. I'm jealous of that person on the other side of the phone. Like, I can't even get you to have a conversation and you're talking. So for me, he doesn't understand how your insecurities are not about the other woman. I don't. Which one is communication insecurity?
It's just the communication that you're talking to somebody else, whether male or female. Just don't talk
give me
to
that
somebody else.
attention.
Because my own insecurities. I have so many, from growing up to into marriage and everything. Starting from myself, I just always thought I was too tall. Too skinny.
You are tall, actually.
Yeah, I am tall, but too tall. I used to hear that, oh, you're too tall. Do you understand? There's very tall, there's tall.
Then there's too tall.
I will knock your head.
So what should I feel like?
So, so I'll get that, you're too tall, and then I'll slouch. But my mom didn't allow me slouch. I'll be walking and I'll hear a big slap on my back. Pow! And so when I'm in her presence, I have to always sit up. I know it's so funny. My daughter was, she says, Mommy, let me tell you how you do on TV. And then she sits down, she does this. And then you do this. You always sit like this. I said, oh, really? So I was even happy. That means, finally I got to be able to, and my daughter, even notices. But also I just never felt beautiful. Never, ever. It wasn't now.
Papa.
Okay.
Well, Naida, thanks for calling. Yeah. Hello? Yes, go ahead. We can't hear you. Please, go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, I said you're Mariah. Good morning.
Morning.
Men also, we go through insecurities as well. And, a lot of it, I think, emanates from competition, whether imagined or real.
Yeah.
We live in a social media time, so people got choices. At any point in time, they're looking at or following somebody that's particularly better looking than their significant other. Many of them. So, you should have had a man on that panel. Enjoy the rest of your day and your weekend.
So a lot of women look at,
thank you very much.
Based on who they follow on social media and all those things, the influences, they think, they have to be up to that person before they are enough. Or
And he was talking about men also have insecurities too.
Yes, but with men, I notice most of their insecurities is not in how they look, but it's about money, what they can do. Because most of them, they'll say, there's this joke about men that are in the gym working out and everything. They're like, what are you doing in the gym? If you have enough money, that is enough, that's what covers. So for men, that's where their own insecurities lie.
I'd like to hear our celebrities' views on this, see what makes her insecure. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
She's an actor, producer, television personality, entrepreneur, television presenter, medical doctor, and a philanthropist. She came to the limelight
Yes, she won.
with an intriguing role as Lovette in the television series Lucky Wives. She's won several awards. Welcome with us, Nkiruka Kiki Omieli.
Hi. Good morning,
yes,
guys.
Call us on
I was
07
wondering, am I the one they are describing like that?
You can call us on 070-806-6014. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect with hashtag YourVTVC so you can read your tweets. Before you go into your career, what you're doing, what everything, one of those things that make you insecure, especially as an actor, because your colleagues are out there, many of them, they do a
Don't tell her what-
lifestyle.
Don't tell her what.
But you know the funny thing about it, tell you guys will not believe it.
What?
Okay, just like you, I had parents that actually made me very confident, you know, so I stand tall, I'm very confident in who I am. But you know, surprisingly, the thing I think I'm insecure about is I have this scar on my face.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, I have this scar on my face, and I feel like it's so visible.
What?
But
It's
a lot
not
of people,
a walk,
exactly. A lot of people don't even
It's
see.
only
They're like,
the first
some people that
time.
have known me for 5 years will now see me one day and be like, you have a
Can
scar,
you imagine
and I'm
after
like,
so long?
yeah. Like, how could you not notice that? So it's funny about insecurities.
in
Like they are
relationships-
amplified to us, but not.
In relationships, what are those things that gets you ticked off when your partner does something and like you feel like, oh my goodness, am I enough in this relationship?
Just like her, I always feel like I'm too much. I think we have a lot in common.
You do?
Yeah. So like when somebody's misbehaving, I'm looking like, like, do you know who you are even
don't know
dealing with?
who you
Like, see me now, like, are you serious?
I like that. I love it.
Yeah, I don't ever feel like am I enough. No, no. So yeah, I have my parents to thank for that. I don't ever feel that way. No.
So I think the solution to this problem really is to ensure that parents,
Oh,
go back to parenting, giving your children the confidence to make them.
Yes, because I meet so many people, grown people, who are very beautiful, extremely beautiful, but because of the kind of like, should I say, foundation that they had, they don't think very highly of
Yes.
themselves.
Do you know that
I have
I
quite
didn't believe you were that confident in relationship just because I saw a movie. That you know the way you interpreted this character, Omoye. You had to have suffered some form of insecurity for you to stick to a guy like that.
See, the wonderful thing about being an actor, you draw from people's experiences. When you know people, you hear the things they go through, you even see. So those things help you to interpret the character. In that movie you're talking about, Omoye, those are the things that happen. People get very upset when they watch it. People called me and say, you know what, I wanted to enter that TV and slap you, come with you, you know, wake up. But guess what? That's exactly what's going on with a lot of women. It's ridiculous, but that's the truth.
But it means you act so well because a lot of people actually think
Yes.
like it was your reality
Thank you,
one
I'm
way or the other. And I've seen you do many other
blushing.
things. But how has your ability to enter into different roles, how has it affected you personally? Because some people find it difficult to move out. They find it difficult to be themselves.
How did
What
you
is it
continue
like?
being natural after Lovette?
I continue being natural because I'm natural. You know, I'm not Lovette. Lovette is who she is, and I am who I am. But how has it affected
woman,
me? Many people don't know how to draw the line between the character, and so a lot of people see you. In fact, I remember some years ago, I came here and you said to me, because I was playing this role on Behind the Smile, this very troublesome,
Yeah.
you know. So you looked at me, you said, you're that troublesome lady in that TV series. So some people think you're like that in real life. I have a couple of people who have avoided me initially.
Oh,
and
my
then,
God.
you know, they observe you from a distance and they're like, oh, you're not like that. And I'm like, of course I'm not like that. It was just a
But
character.
let's talk about Lucky Wives. I mean, like, I know your character there, obviously. A lot of people always have this, they aspire to be a lucky wife, but they don't realize that the rich also cry.
The rich also
You know,
cry.
have you in your work experience of seeing people who have actually experienced the lives Lovette and her friends, her colleagues live? What have you heard and what have you seen?
Yes, now, I mean, in this social media day and age, everybody wants to slay, everybody wants this. So, of course, a lot of people are fake, and social media cannot differentiate. If I should go and take a picture beside one big car and I say it's my own, how is anybody going to know I should borrow clothes or borrow shoes? So, you see it every day, not just in the industry, but generally.
Yeah. You know, I didn't know from the beginning that Lucky Wives was scripted.
Oh my God.
Yes, yes. So I thought it was a reality show, and I was thinking how bold you women were, you know, to do that. But what do you think? Would you do a reality show?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, I think that it's necessary to maintain some kind of mystery. in your life. And I think that a reality show just puts everything out there. And I'm a very private person.
You can make a lot of money coming to Kim Kardashian. I mean,
Exactly, that's where we're going.
Well, maybe if I was to do a scripted reality show, but like a show that would show my
Your life, waking up, and then at the end of the season, you get millions of naira.
I don't think so.
What's it
We
about?
can script it, you know, and act like it's real. And
How
says
is,
those
how
ones
is
are not
competition in your industry? I
there's
mean,
a lot.
yeah, like all the other people that act and getting scripts, getting the good movies. How has it been? Because there's always this thing of the new Nollywood, the old Nollywood, those who are in the in group that are getting the cliques. You know, how are you in that clique, or I mean, how has it been maintaining your career?
Yeah, so the click thing, I think, is something that was actually obtainable before. Now, nobody's really interested in that. Everybody wants a person that can interpret a role adequately. So you find people getting a lot of jobs just because a producer has seen a movie that you were in and they thought you did a fantastic job, and then they want you to
That's
come on their
good.
set.
Changing.
Yeah, so Nollywood has changed. Not even is changing, has changed. Yeah. So competition, there is a lot of competition. But I mean, if you're good at what you do, then you carve a niche for yourself.
When you say the
that
change,
is-
is it because we have more professional producers and directors? more
Exactly,
involved
and
in-
even actors. Yes, there's a lot of professionalism that's in the industry now. Like, people take the craft seriously, and we are changing that perception that people have of actors. I was at an event about 3 weeks ago, and I got talking to this guy who's an artist, and then somehow it came up that I was a doctor, and he said, "You." Yeah, so he didn't say that because of me. He said that because of the perception that people have of actors. So his impression was, as in, do you understand? Because there's just that impression, but it's changing because there's so many
good.
professionals in the industry.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
You don't let those kind of good.
I wanted to know about your own production.
Okay.
And what kind of, you know, I talked about how movies should be targeted towards maybe some societal problem. So Omoye, for me, is a major winner. He should have won all the awards because he addressed a major issue I
Yeah,
face
he
every
should
day in
have,
practice.
but did it?
I don't know the people that are watching if I were to give the awards, Sha. So I wanted to know how you use your ability or your open productions to address issues and what kind of issues that you would love to.
Okay, I think that as an entertainer, I have an edge because whatever it is I create or produce, I don't just entertain. I feel like people should walk away from that production and they should have learned something. Because growing up, I watched a lot of movies and I learned a lot of stuff. It would amaze you the things that, you know, like the Americans, things that they just put very subtly into their movies. And I'm like, I learned so much stuff. And I remember even sometimes in secondary school, answering like an exam question, I remember that, oh, I actually heard this in a movie. Like I heard that diamond is the strongest substance. I heard that in a movie. So a lot of times we watch Nigerian movies and we don't take anything away. Yes. I mean, it might entertain, but you're really not learning anything new. And I think that entertainment is a powerful way. It's a powerful tool to educate in a very subtle manner. And I mean, don't do it like you're preaching. Don't do it like to bore people. But you know, entertain them and educate them at the same time.
That's so good.
So yeah, that's something I
let's
bring
go on a
into
break.
all my productions.
When we come back, I'm going to take you up on something you said during the break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
You respect me, but you tell me that my fiancé is coming on to you. You respect me, but you try to break up my engagement. Uju, ever since the first day you laid eyes on Sly, you have never liked him. And you've never had anything good to say about him. And because the breakup you wanted didn't work, you decided to play the devil and break my engagement. Well, I have news for you. Your mission has failed. Sly and I are continuing with our marriage plans. And that's what I called my friends here to tell them.
Wow. My dear, congratulations first and foremost. This is incredible news despite everything else.
That man is a gigolo and it's written all over him. Why should I be jealous of that? He feeds off you, lives off you, and still curses you out. Miranda, peace, Lovette, I swear to you with everything I have. That man Sly.
Wow, nice. That was a lucky wise there.
Almighty lucky wise.
But there's something I want to take you up on because I'm an advocate for Nollywood being actually the champion of our future. And you said something that we need, Nollywood should depict our reality. And I disagree because I feel that Nollywood should actually paint the future we intend our kids to know. So, yes, we go through wife battery. Yes, we go through issues of domestic violence. But can Nollywood paint a picture of a happy home that kids can actually aspire to? You know what? I can actually be like that. Yes, it's not our reality, but we can actually paint that picture. Do you agree, or do you still feel that, listen, movies should show what we go through today?
No. So what I said actually was that why do people have a problem with the movies that depict our reality?
Right.
So I'm not saying that all our movies should be like that. I'm saying that the few that are like that should be like that. I mean, all the movies can be, you know, Cloud9, happy. I mean, Nigeria is a hard place to live in. There should be some movies that show that. Yeah.
Because I have a personal question. I realize that we have a new influx of young, really beautiful looking set of artists that are acting. Does that in any way make you feel, one, insecure? Does that put you under pressure to lose weight, look tight, and all those stuff? Have you ever been in that space where you say, am I getting too old, or should I maybe have an accent, or should I do something to better my chances?
Does Nollywood put you under that sort of pressure?
It does. People lose weight.
Okay, so here's the thing. We are in front of the camera, so you have to look good. It's not even about like a new wave of actors or actresses or whatever. The camera already adds 10 pounds. Yeah, you look a lot bigger. When people meet me in real life, one of the first things I hear is,
you're much smaller than
slim. Yeah. You know, that's one of the first things I always hear. So as a result of the fact that you're in front of the camera, you have to look good. You have to watch what you eat. You didn't think it was
a Nollywood issue? The reason why is that, like in Hollywood, they are fit, they are toned, but we can get away with just being, you know, flabby and don't cover.
No, it's a camera thing. You have to look good because the camera is going to make you look bigger than you are anyway.
Let me take this call from Priya. I'll come back to that quick. Not finished. Not answered the question. Priya, are you there? Thanks for calling.
Okay. Hello.
Go ahead, please. Hi.
Okay. Yes, Kiki, how are you?
Hi,
You're
good morning.
my favorite actor, you know that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And then, well done, dear. And then talking about the having not been
secure.
I don't know, you were talking about complex. Sorry, about what you were talking about before.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you saying that, well, you feel I'm too much for you. Yes, it depends. It boils back to the how you raise that child. My mother was like a half caste. When the minute she gets back to me, they saw me, they said, I want this guy to kill. Shoe? You shot my kid. They started.
Oh my God.
They were calling me ugly. That's my family members. But I'm drumming it into my head. The same way I'm doing to my daughter, my son now. That you are the most beautiful human on this planet.
Yes.
And that's how I grew up. I'm outside. I'm plump. She knows. Kiki knows me. I'm really plump. But the way I carry myself is based on what my mother told me. So we mothers, we have that job.
Fathers, we have that job.
Dad.
Right.
God bless
Thank you so much, Priya.
God bless
I wish
you.
somebody told me that when I was growing up. I really
Thank
did. I really did. All right, so the topic asked a very critical question on pressure.
So do you feel under pressure to lose weight, do stuff to...
This young fine girls coming up. All these fine girls.
So that's the thing I was trying
Bleach
to say.
your skin.
Pressure, no, because I've never ever looked at a light-skinned person and thought to myself, oh, I want to look like that. Yeah. No, I like being dark. Right. But like I said, losing weight, you have to look good. So you have to watch what you eat, you have to exercise, you can't just, you know, because who wants to be looking like your mama on screen? You don't need all that now. And then I think if anybody is sensible, you know that in this kind of profession, you have a time. Yes, and that's the truth of the matter. You have a time. Regardless of the fact that acting is a profession that you never really retire from, the older you get, the kind of roles that you do will change. And then if you're sensible, you know that. So you can't be, you know...
All right, let me jump in.
I want to have to talk about production again.
Okay.
You know, I was saying production should be targeted towards something, but Morea was saying, and that's her belief, that, you know, we should portray the image of Nigeria would like to see through movies. So maybe the new generation would somehow have a mental picture of what the real Nigeria should be. I completely, not entirely disagree to some extent. The truth is that we have a lot of roots in the society, and the people who are in charge of policy making are not doing the right things to put them there. They rather cover it up. Like the Omoye for me.
Yes.
Do you understand? So I would like to see on through your movies.
Okay,
you know, what
yeah. So the truth is, many of the movies that I do, because the 2 movies I've produced, I have written, and I've written based on many experiences that I had, you know, working as a health professional and being frustrated about these things, because like she said, nobody's doing anything about it. So I feel like, okay, I have this platform, like through the movies, if I can project this, and that's what I attempted to do in my new production. It's called Run. I wrote and produced it, you know, was shot this year.
So when is it coming out?
Thank you. It's coming out first quarter of next year. I don't have a release date yet, but I will keep you guys posted. And I do attempt to highlight a lot of the rot in the society.
Run is about health
and
as
kind of, no, it's entertainment, but you know,
Yes.
to know
Put
this
in the
thing.
lesson.
Right, so thank you for coming. Really appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much.
Unfortunately, we couldn't take any tweets.
Yeah,
but,
because
so
of
many
one
of them.
tweet.
Yeah. But,
Kiki, I like your
unfortunately,
style.
we have to,
Are you married?
I'm not married, though. I'm single.
yeah,
I'm
that's
very
what they're
available.
She's available.
I like
That's all we can
sensible
take. Have a fabulous day. We'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye.